Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Nikki. So yeah, we're in my office today with my loud turtle tank in the background till we relocated. I don't typically make videos in here, but I just wanted to give you a quick video. You're getting a barely no makeup, no hair day today. I wanted to do a quick update on my IVF journey and where we stand. I know in my last video I talked about the fact that my husband and I were doing IVF, like the full cycle, in January. Sorry, I have a headache and I'm out of breath. The fact that my husband and I are doing a full cycle of IVF in January. So we started meeting with the fertility specialist back in 2019 is when we officially met with the fertility specialist. In January 2nd, 2017, January 2nd, 2016, I got my IUD removed. And we started trying to actively have a baby. I wasn't tracking and going that crazy because we were unmarried and I didn't really want to have a baby without being married. The January 2017, I met back with my OBGYN and we discussed the fact that I hadn't gotten pregnant yet. And he suggested that we go to a fertility specialist. So he put the order in. I went to meet with the fertility specialist. When I met the fertility specialist, she ran all her tests. So that was checking my blood levels, my thyroid, all that stuff. She checked all that. And my husband did a sperm analysis, and it came back like I told you in my previous video about my HSG. If not, I'll link that video in this. So all my levels came back fine. My HSG was a little concerning that my fallopian tubes may not be open, and something was going on with my ovary. So my husband had low sperm motility. So because of that, she decided that it didn't make any sense to go and do IUIs and letrozole and stuff like that. She decided that we should just go straight to IVF. So we had made the decision to pursue IVF January 2019. At this point, me and my husband were married. However, we were having a wedding ceremony in Jamaica in May. So because of that, we decided to wait until we came back from Jamaica. Well, at the time that we were traveling to Jamaica, Zika alert was high. So because we had a high chance of Zika exposure, we could not begin IVF until September 2019. So by September 2019, we had to take an IVF class before we could start. Mind you, all the authorizations are done. We've met with the fertility specialist probably about 6 or 7 times at this point, going over a plan. September, I was out. I couldn't start in September. So then after the course in cycle day 1, October, I had missed October because of the IVF class. The class was like the 3rd day of my menstrual. So I couldn't take I couldn't start IVF that week. So November was the first month that we could actually start IVF. That was near Thanksgiving. I didn't know if we were going to travel out of state for Thanksgiving or what the case may be. So we held off for Thanksgiving in November. Then it was Christmas. So we held off for December. So my cycle starts clockwork January 1. January 2nd, I call the clinic and tell them, hey, I'm cycle day 1 today. So we go into the clinic, and ironically enough, the physician that got my mom pregnant with me is doing my ultrasound at the clinic. So he's super excited. He does the ultrasound because you have to have a baseline ultrasound to make sure there are no cysts or anything on your ovaries, and that we're good to go. And also to get a baseline follicle count. So we go in and he's looking at my left ovary and he's like, oh, okay, so you're not ovulating at all. You have a bunch of follicles in here, like 4 or 5 like large follicles already. And then he's checking for the right ovary and he just couldn't find the right ovary at all. He like is looking and trying to figure out, he just couldn't find the right ovary. So we don't know what's going on with the right ovary. So we go and get blood work done. I pick up all of my prescriptions from the pharmacy, and then we had to go back in and sit down with the doctor and sign our authorizations. So at this point, this is where you make the decision if you divorce from your spouse, what do you do with the embryos, if someone dies, where the embryos go, all the legal stuff. So we sit down with the doctor, we're doing all that. So she says she's going to wait for my blood works to come back and she's going to call me with the results. Then she said, oh, wait, your BMI is 45.7. Maryland, the standard of care is that your BMI cannot be over 45 when you begin IVF. If it's over 40, you have to get additional clearance from anesthesiology. But it can't, so from 40 to 45, you have to get additional clearance from anesthesiology. 45 and above, you cannot. So I was at 45.7. Mind you, my last appointment with the fertility specialist was May 5th. My BMI was 38.9. So I was still overweight, obviously. But me and Lorenzo, since we were just married on vacation, doing our thing, we, like I told you in my other video, got pregnant twice. So I had 2 miscarriages in between May and January. I gained so much weight, like 40 pounds, not even 50 pounds almost. Like I gained a crap load of weight. And she tried to be nice and say, oh, it's because of the holidays. And I just was like, no, lady, I just got fat as hell. So she's like, okay, go lose 10 pounds, come back, call me cycle day 1, February. I send the clinic a message and I tell them like, hey. So after that, I was on a mission. So I've been going to the gym every single morning at 4 a.m. I've been doing about 20 minutes of lightweight training and 20 minutes of cardio. So I like the stair climber and or the treadmill, like running on the treadmill, to get my cardio up. So I go to the gym every morning. I come home, I do the maxi climber for 10 minutes. So 2 songs, 10 minutes. I also do, shout out to Yoga with Adrian on YouTube, the 30-day yoga challenge. I do that. And I do an 8-fit workout. So it's kind of like HIIT training. I do one of the 8-fit workouts with the 8-fit app. So I've been working out super hard. So we have the gym, the maxi climber, yoga, 8-fit, and then sometimes we take a walk. So that's how much I've been working out every single day. On top of that, I've been drinking my fertility smoothie just to prep my follicles for IVF every single day. So that's cutting back on my calories. So I was trying, and I weigh myself every single morning because I want to know like if I did something off. Like January is also my birthday month, so I drank alcohol and I noticed that I would gain 10 pounds in one day from drinking alcohol. Yeah, we know that's water weight, but that's what alcohol does to me. So it just, this month has made me really aware and in tune with my body. So I'm actually very thankful that God always has a plan and he knows what he is doing. So here it is today, February 5th. I still have not started my menstrual. I call my physician and say, hey, I have a really good momentum going. I've lost the weight you requested and some. If I keep this momentum going, I think I'm going to be down 30, 40 pounds by the end of February. Should we get me down closer to the weight I was when I first started, or just go ahead and do the egg retrieval now and do the transfer later. She said, well, since you have good momentum going, I'll see you March 1st. That should be your next cycle. Or, well, March 2nd, whatever. It should be your next cycle. Go ahead and get down 30 or 40 pounds if you feel like you can do that. Because the smaller you are, the higher chance that this will work. So because also she said when we start stems, that's the injections, that I can't have any movement that twists my torso, because I can twist the ovary and cause lose an ovary, essentially have to get an ovary removed. So I can't, the most workout that she would allow me to do when we start stems is walking. So obviously that's not going to suffice because I've been doing all this other stuff. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and ride this out in February and keep trying to lose weight. It's February 5th. My menstrual has not started, so it's late by like 6 days. So I take an LH test. This is turning into a whole nother video. I took an LH test and a pregnancy test. And yeah, I'll make another video about that. My fertility smoothie that I linked in the video, I think is very helpful. Exercise, I think, is very helpful in being in tune and aware with your body. I have not been taking, like all these other YouTubers and stuff talk about all these supplements. This is all I take. I take prenatal vitamins by Rainbow Light, because you know I like organic. So I take Rainbow Light prenatals. I take extra folic acid, and I take maca on top of my fertility smoothie. That's it. I've been having headaches, so I have been taking a baby aspirin for my headaches, but not consistently every single day. So yeah, we'll see. I feel like my period should be starting any day now. I'm very crampy, but it is late. And I did take some pregnancy tests and some LH tests, and I will put that in the video, another video. But yeah, so just prepping for IVF. If you are in the Maryland area, she told me that this was a Maryland thing. If you're in the Maryland area, I would just say, like, watch your BMI if you're overweight, because it cannot be over 45 in order to start IVF. So I really hope this video helps you in starting your IVF journey. I have I'll do another video on my medications that came in. It's about $18,000 worth of medicine. So I'll do another video on that, on the medications, and all the other stuff we got for IVF. So if we're not pregnant, we will be starting IVF in March. And if we are pregnant, I guess you're just working out and eating clean, worked, and not trekking. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching All Things Nikki. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Press the little bell for notifications. I try to release videos every Wednesday. Sometimes you'll get one on Wednesday and Saturday. Thanks. Have a good one. I love you all. Bye.